What's up, everybody? My name is Tentacle, and welcome back to more Pokémon Sword. In the last episode, we finally completed the tutorial. Well, I guess as much of it as we could. There's still one part of the tutorial that we have yet to go through, so I guess this is lasting 4 episodes instead of 3. That's kind of my biggest gripe with Sword and Shield. The tutorial is way too frickin' long. However, it's not all doom and gloom, because I finally did think of a nickname for my Rookidee. Her nickname is gonna be Athena. Very fitting, considering Athena is often portrayed as a goddess of war. And you'll see that'll come into even more fruition when Rookidee fully evolves. Anyway. We were also tasked to go through the wild area to reach the town of Motostoke to enter the gym challenge. But I guess our moms are here to see us off. Professor Magnolia was kind enough to let us know that you two were setting out. So here, a last little gift to see you well set on your way. All the kit you'll need for camping. Nice, we got a set of camping gear. That's going to be very useful when we get to the wild area. Anyways, we're off. Not that we'll need it, says Hop. Okay. Yeah, let's go. This is where the exciting stuff of Sword and Shield finally kicks off. Motostoke is surrounded by a vast wild area. It's a real sight. There are all sorts of Pokémon just wandering about, everywhere you look. Plus, you can camp out, do a spot of fishing. I don't think I could ever get tired of it. Oh, yep, it is time for one of the 2 big selling points of Pokémon Sword and Shield. Hey, Mr. Station Master, isn't this the wild area? What are we stopped here for? Yes, this is the wild area station, make no mistake. I'm sorry to tell you that the train is halted due to a flock of Wooloo on the tracks. Okay. I mean, we're supposed to go through the wild area anyway, aren't we? Or am I crazy? I kinda speed ran the dialogue from the last episode, and for that I apologize. But, oh man, do I have a lot of stuff to talk about here in the wild area before we move on. Also, this music is really freaking loud. I'm gonna have to make sure to edit that down in Vegas Pro. That's Motostoke, way off that way. And between there and here are countless new Pokémon waiting to be met. And I guess Sonia is also here to see us off. Those 2 young trainers are setting out on a journey, but what are you doing with your life? That sounds rough. Never you mind that. Nothing to worry yourselves over. Besides, I'd been quite curious about that Pokémon you 2 met in the forest. I've been thinking I should look into it, so the timing works out fine. If I discover something really huge, then maybe even Gran will admit I've got some talent. Yikes, being an adult has got its own challenges, eh? I said you needn't worry about it. Okay. Jeez, Sonia. Hop was trying to be helpful. And it's a good thing he mentioned that as well. I'll be getting into that here in a moment. You'll find spots here and there in the wild area that emit a red beam of light. If you think you're up to it, check them out. There will be Dynamax Pokemon lurking inside. And Sonia gives us the Pokemon Box Link. This is a very helpful key item because now we can access our Pokemon storage from anywhere. I believe you just open the menu and select Pokemon and then press R to access your storage. I can show that off here in a moment after this scripted cutscene. Okay. Also, wow, I forgot how bad the frame rate is. But yeah, like I was saying, you go to Pokemon, press R, and there you go. You now have access to your Pokemon storage at any time. That's what I meant when I said you can only have 6 Pokemon at a time and the rest are sent to storage. Anyway, I think for the sake of keeping this episode short, this is mainly going to be focused on the wild area, and starting with episode 5, we'll be talking about... we'll be going through the rest of the story. If you press Y while you're out here in the wild area, you get access to the Y-Com. This is how you trade with other players, battle other players, change your online profile, and look for max raid battles, which are those red glowing spots here in the wild area. And yes, that note is correct. The wild area has a free-range camera. It's nuts. Now let's see. I do want to check all of the Pokemon dens in this area to make sure there's nothing incredibly special that I want to catch. I don't think there are any random encounters that I want in this current pass through the wild area either. But not to worry, if you don't find the Pokemon you're trying to catch in whatever weather you currently have, just wait until the clock strikes midnight. The weather will change. There is also a chance you could find whatever Pokemon you're looking for in one of those Pokemon dens, but you gotta be extremely lucky to do so. And wow, that's a whole lot of wild Mudbray. Alright, nothing over there. Oh, and here's another oat. Oat? Note. Geez, I can't talk today. The wild area is overflowing with a special sort of energy, measured in watts. You can gather watts yourself from glowing Pokemon dens and glowing Pokemon in the wild. And yes, we finally have a use for those watts that I talked about earlier. That is how you get certain items that can only be found in the wild area. I'll talk about that as well. Wow, I've already been recording for 10 minutes. Now here, it's raining. Unfortunately, I don't really have a good use for rain. There are no Pokemon that I can randomly encounter in the grass that I want for my team. Yeah, see. I'm sorry, Wooper. Maybe in a different life, I'd choose you for my team, just not right now. I might battle one of these max raid bosses if I can find a good one. The badges that you earn from the gym challenge, which will become more apparent later on in the game, allow you to catch higher leveled wild Pokemon in the wild area. Aha! I don't want to use Oddish on my team at the moment, but I think... Oh my goodness, okay, never mind. I don't think I can even catch this right now. Or, can I? Wait, I think I can. Hang on, yes, I think I can, but I'm not gonna catch it because I don't need it at the moment. If you're looking for a good grass-type Pokemon that you can catch early in the game, Oddish is your best bet. Because it's one of the greatest special grass-type attackers in the game. And it also has a split evolution line. Some Pokemon in the series evolve through special stone items. And Oddish, once it evolves once, can evolve again depending on what stone you give it. I recommend finding a leaf stone, in my opinion, because I think the Pokemon you get from fully evolving Oddish with a leaf stone is much stronger. Also, speaking of stone evolutions, if you didn't choose Scorbunny, you might want to catch Vulpix here. This is another really strong fire type. It's actually, if I'm not mistaken, about as fast as the Scorbunny evolution line when it fully evolves. What else can I talk about? Let me show what Pokemon camping is like. It's not really necessary, but it's pretty helpful if you want to build up friendship with your Pokemon. Whenever you are in your camp, you can press A to call to your Pokemon, press Y to take out a toy, and they can play with it. Although it looks like Scorbunny was about to hurt me. Away, Matchbox! And you can also cook curry. Now, unfortunately, we don't have any curry cooking ingredients, so that may have to wait until next time. But no matter what happens, when you're camping, your Pokemon will gain experience points. It also just helps to camp with your Pokemon every now and again, because, like I said earlier, they get happy. Or wait, I never said that. Jeez. I've had a long day today, so can you blame me for getting all flustered? But I might as well end off this episode by showing what happens in a max raid battle. That is how you fight these Dynamax Pokemon within the wild area. And I might as well show it off against this Oddish. And hey, who knows, maybe I will find a use for this guy or gal on my team. Now then, whenever you're in a max raid battle, you have the option to Dynamax your Pokemon. Whenever that happens, your Pokemon's moves will change and get drastically powered up for 3 turns. And depending on the original type of the move, they may also have secondary effects. For example, normal type Dynamax moves will lower your opponent's speed, and fire type Dynamax moves will activate Harsh Sunlight. Oh geez, I didn't know acid could hit everyone in a max raid battle. Yeah, I hate to say it, but I think this raid is a bust. Cause yeah, the final thing I have to say about max raid battles is you can only have your Pokemon faint 4 times. If you lose, you're blown out and you have to start all over. But that's fine. That just means we have to do some training, which I will be doing in between this episode and next time on Pokemon Sword. And after that training, we'll be going to Motostoke and seeing what's up with the gym challenge. Anyway, that's enough from me. So, until next time, this is Tentacles signing out. Take care, everybody.